God bless you, Kingdom Loves. I just wanted to get on and say thank you to everyone that sold, everyone that has prayed. I'm so thankful. And then it's also where I'm so thankful unto God, because when He says that He will do a thing, He will do it. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. But I'm also I'm saddened too, because like I said yesterday, like I said yesterday, it's like bittersweet. Like for God to move me to a whole nother state. And this is so different than any other time that He has moved me. I'm really I'm just so I'm thankful, I'm bewildered, I'm saddened too, because I know this is, part of my mission, but I also I do believe, and I have to stay in agreement with the Holy Spirit, stay in agreement with the Lord. When He promises the restoration, you know, but it's like, wow, God, I gotta leave and go. And then, but it's like, I know I'm stepping into my promised land. I'm stepping into newness. I'm stepping into, a new mission that I have never seen before, never done. I know that, there will be greater demons, of course, because no matter where we go in the Lord, also, no matter how high we go, or no matter what level or dimension that we're on, there's always, a spiritual warfare that is going to take place, or sometimes spiritual warfares. And, it's just like standing in the middle of the floor and looking around, and knowing that it's like I don't know, like it's like a spiritual detachment, I want to say, and then it's like I kind of feel like I'm leaving, my kingdom spouse behind, if that makes sense. Though I know that this is not the end, for us, regardless of wherever I am. And, that was something that He said to me yesterday. Like, no matter what you think, like, this is not the end for us. It's just, I'm so used to us doing everything together, but it kind of made it easier to know that we're in the same state. But God is like, okay, besides that, okay, if I let me move you to a whole nother state, you know, will you still believe me? Will you still believe my promise? And I still believe, and I'm still going to believe, because God is not a man that He should lie, nor a son of man that He should have to repent. And it's amazing, the shift that God is doing. And I sent him because the Lord told me to book my ticket, And luckily the Lord allowed me to find a much cheaper ticket than what I was looking at before, because I was like, man, God, these tickets are like 500, 500 some odd dollars or whatever the case may be. And um the Lord is like, book your ticket, and I'm still like kind of hesitant. Like, I know I got to do this, Lord. Is this the one you want me to get? Like, you sure this is this the one you want me to get? And he's like, book your ticket. I just love how calm he is. A lot of times, it's just to he gets really like tired of saying it, like, come on, stop playing with me, and then it's like the thunder. But and I thank God for, grace and mercy, even in the midst of what we have to do. And he know we're being obedient, even though he knows that it's like we're a part of us is excited, but then a part of us is, battling heart wise, um, like, I really gotta, type deal. But I know that there's people where I'm going, and I'll tell you guys where I'm going. The Lord told me I can reveal to you guys once I get there or once I'm on my way. But I know that there's people there that I actually, that are assigned to me. So I have to go, and even though I'm like tired of Georgia, because I really feel like Georgia really tries to keep people in bondage, like in slavery. Like, come on, Georgia, y'all ain't got to do people like this here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this don't make no sense. Like, I was telling man, I can't even remember her name. Like, I was telling her, like, they don't have any mercy on people, where it's like they evict you within, like, on the 15th day of the month that you owe them. Like, if that makes sense. So, like, say August was paid, September wasn't paid, so by the 15th, thank God for mercy on my behalf, where she didn't file the eviction on me until the 23rd, I think, 22nd or 23rd. But that's only because the grace of the Lord was upon my life. I know for sure, not to say that nobody else's life didn't have grace, but I know for me, because I've been through it, I know. And then oh Lord. So, and then, so on the 15th, they put in or whatever, and then that means like the sheriff department can come at any time. So she was like, it could be a week, it could be 2 months, but the Lord was like, even from yesterday with seeing people's stuff outside, and I'm like, so, sad. And with that, like, dang, you guys don't give people a chance. Like, you don't even excuse me, y'all. You don't even be like, oh, you gotta take them to court, like, none of that. It's just straight, this is what it is, eviction. Is down there with the courts. They done signed off on it immediately, and it's like any day now. But the Lord told me, he said, they're not going to be able to just put you out, though. And I just thank God for that mercy and grace, because he knew what his plan was all the time. So that was the thing. It was a thing, right? Because we are walking into our promised lands physically. And I'm just, I just want to get on here, and encourage, those that are in transition to something totally new. Because where I'm going, I only know one person. And I only met her a month ago. So, isn't that something? I'm telling you, like, with the parts of the Bible that we do have, we can clearly see that we're living that out. in these last days. And I ain't gonna even just say in the last days, because like me and one of my kingdom sisters had spoke on today, was that like the prophets and the prophets and apostles, they could never just stay in one place for a long period of time. And I'm like, that is so true. And then she said, and I see it now today. And I said, man, it wasn't until I had got that revelation, like, to know, like, man, God, this will be my seventh state completion. And then to know that, oh, this is not my final state, though. So then, number 8 is new beginning. So let's just like, okay, God, what's the mission this time? Like, I don't even know what the mission was here, to be honest, because I didn't walk 100%, in my calling at all. Like, I really ran from it, to be honest, but it's like, now that I'm fully in it, it's like the best thing that I have ever done. And it's not like I couldn't have. It's so crazy. It's not like I couldn't have, because one thing about my kingdom spouse, he will always say, be you. Be you, like, but then he also identified that, like, your best you is in God. So why don't you do that? Do that so you can be the best you. But it's just like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I got to prophesy to the people, or I got to, it's just like, man, it's especially as I don't like to, uh, um I don't like to acknowledge it. To be honest, I just like to, just go head on and walk it out. Look, call me by my first name. I don't need all that. That's me. Okay, the Lord gave me a word. Let me tell you what it is. Either you accept it or not. And we're going to go on. But, it's just really it's just like to see the blessings of the Lord, like, just really begin to manifest. And that's what I really came on here to say, y'all. But I was still like so high in the spirit, like, and I'm still there, to be honest. Like, I'm telling you, I stood in the middle of this floor looking around and walking back and forth from here to the room. I'm telling you, this place is really like a slingshot slingshot away from the next room, so to speak. And and even think about my prayer closet. It's really my closet, but the Lord allowed, the closet to be big enough for me to even get in there and lay down, or get in there and be on my knees, and really spend time with God. Even though most of the time I was before. Most of the time I was in there saying, fix him, Lord, fix the situation, and this and that. Whew, till you finally tell me about me. But man, it's just really like, wow, I'm not gonna be here. Like, where am I going? Like I know where I'm going, physically, but even when I get there, it's like, God, I don't know where I'm gonna stay. And then it's like, okay, even when you tell me I'm gonna stay here or stay somewhere or whatever, like, how long am I gonna be here? And then what's the next, And then it's kind of like, you're getting piece by piece by piece. I just got on here because God is just so good. He's so loving and so kind. Okay, I'm not going to get back into that again, because then I'm going to be crying all over again. And my nose is stuffy, and I don't want the babies to worry like something is wrong. Because nothing is wrong, really. Because the promise is the promise, you know. You can't get away from the promise. You can't get away from what God said a thing is going to be. So then it's like, don't even, I know why he's like, why are you crying? Like, don't be sad. Everything is going to be okay. Like, but I'm like, God, I'm going how many thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away? But then it's only a matter of time. So that's another thing. It's only a matter of time before me and the kingdom spouse will be reunited, you know. So in the physical realm, so to speak, because when you kingdom, y'all know the drill. When you kingdom, there is no disconnect. Like, you can feel disconnected, it can seem like you disconnected, but how can you remove a rib unless surgery is performed? And the only performance gonna be done is by the Lord. And look, that's already sealed up and healed, and ain't nobody getting in there. Ain't nobody getting in there to remove nobody's ribs. Like, you are stuck with me. That's something that the kingdom spouse used to say to me all the time. You stuck with me. And so I hope you remember those words. Because that's exactly what it is. Stuck. Stuck 1000%. But yeah. Yeah, y'all. This is. Whew. I just wanted to get on here, y'all. I'm just. Y'all pray for me. Pray for safe travels. Whew. The first time I'll be flying with a belly. So that'll be a blessing. That's a blessing in itself. So yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful, and I'm thankful for all of you, all of my true kingdom brothers and sisters. Like, this is just, I'm glad you guys are on this journey with me. I love you guys so much. I love you so much, and thank you so much for tuning in. I have totally forgotten to say, this Kingdom Seed Ministries. Look, y'all know the drill. Okay, love y'all. Good night.